On this week's program, we show you the brand new Jayco Melbourne Class C motorhome. This model is so new that Jeff Johnston actually took out the prototype so we can give you the first-hand look. Then, Jeff checks out a whole new concept of fifth wheel hitches from Pull-Rite. And we've been getting email asking to see this unique recipe again. So, this week we bring you an encore of Evanne's apple pie salad. These stories and more on this week's Rollin On TV. Closed and Spanish captioning, where available, is sponsored by Jayco. At Jayco, we've been making family dreams come true since 1968.
This is the new Jayco Melbourne motorhome, model 24K, based on the Mercedes Sprinter cab and chassis. It's a good-looking coach, rides well, handles well, we can park it anywhere we like. It's very functional and practical. We've been in it for several days now and we just love it. This coach that we used is the first one, the prototype actually, built on the Mercedes chassis. As such, there's a few things that you're going to see in this. They're going to be a little bit different on the production models. For example, the exterior color will be different. The tape stripes, the graphics may be a little bit different. But as a rule, this vehicle gives us a pretty good feel about how this guy works and what all it has for features. The 24K is the smallest model in the Melbourne lineup. Time behind the wheel of this fun vehicle is definitely not like driving a full-size Class A or Class C coach. Leaf springs out back plus independent front suspension deliver a firm but smooth ride. Rack and pinion power steering provides precise directional control and a fine degree of road feedback for the driver. Four-wheel with anti-lock disc brakes provide solid stopping power. We really enjoy driving a rig like this Jayco Melbourne. It's built on, of course, the Mercedes Sprinter chassis, and it's a wonderful vehicle to drive. It's compact enough that it's very easy to maneuver, and the driving situation, the driver position, is really cool. Really good visibility of the speedometer and tachometer. There's a lot of warning lights that come on when you first start the vehicle up to tell you if there's anything going to be amiss. Controls are handy, the heating, air conditioning, and so on. The radio's right there. Headlights, adjustments for the mirrors. It's all very close at hand. This is the vehicle that we would be comfortable driving a long distance in. And in fact, we are. We're putting in quite a few hundred miles on this particular trip, and we're loving every mile. We had no problems accelerating or scooting up highway or urban hills with the power of the 188 horsepower V6 turbo diesel backed by a smooth 5-speed automatic transmission. A couple of more thoughts on driving the Melbourne. We've been going through some pretty heavy crosswinds here, and the coach dances around a little bit, but not too bad. And the fuel economy has been terrific. I think we've been averaging about 15. And that's not necessarily driving for economy, but just driving normally like people would drive. So all things considered, this has been a really fun vehicle to get down the road. Smaller private campgrounds generate no clearance anxiety for this coach. Compact overall size makes it comfortable to park the Melbourne almost anywhere, and the rear backup camera helps with the safe backing maneuver. Campsite setup is simplified by several new features. The Furrion power cord connector has a handy power-on LED, so you don't need to look at the blinking microwave oven to be sure you have shore power. Our coach setup included use of the new Thetford AquaChem toss-in holding tank treatment. You drop the package in the toilet, the packaging dissolves, and you're good to go, so to speak. There's a very interesting and functional new feature on this coach. It's called the Equalizer System Stabilizers. There are a pair of heavy-duty stabilizing jacks that are automatic. They crank down and retract electrically. When you get to your campsite, you push the extend button on the control panel. The jacks crank down, and when they hit the ground and they just stabilize it, they automatically shut off, and you're set. Now these are not leveling jacks. All they do is stabilize the rig against rocking and rolling side to side, and they work really well. Okay, so they need a little bit of lubricant. It's a prototype. This may be a compact coach at roughly 24 feet long, but you're definitely not short on storage space, either inside or out. Back here on the back end, for example, you got a pass-through so-called basement type storage space. Goes all the way through. There's an access door on the back wall and identical doors on each side. Doesn't much matter what you have, camping, sporting gear, whatever, it'll fit in there just fine. Jayco employed a small empty area up front for another tiny but useful storage space. The service utility bay is here in the back corner of the coach. Again, the location may vary once you get to the production models. It includes the usual freshwater inlet, black tank clean, light switch, water pump for the use for the outside shower, and so on. But another feature it has is very nice because a lot of manufacturers don't go to this level of detail to explain how this works. There are two valves you adjust for water use. Right now it's set for running on the water pump drawing from the freshwater tank. So the left valve under normal is set at 3 and the right valve under normal is set up here at 5. Now for example, if we want to fill it with fresh water, we connect our hose to the water inlet and it says city fill tank, city water, fill the tank. So the left valve goes to number 1 and the right valve goes to number 6. At this point, when we put water in the hose inlet, we'll be filling the fresh tank. When we're done, we go back to normal, which is 3 and 5. Now, this little diagram here is something that not all manufacturers are this diligent about installing. Sometimes they kind of make you guess a little bit. And we really like this arrangement because it's painless and easy to understand. The Melbourne exterior is impressive, but it's what's inside that will truly catch your attention. A curbside kitchen, rear master bedroom abutting the street side bath, and comfortably large dinette in a slide-out add up to a practical and functional use of the limited interior space. This 6 cubic foot refrigerator in our prototype coach, even though this was more than adequate for our needs for our trip, will be replaced by an 8 cubic footer in production models. We have more to tell you about the Jayco Melbourne motorhome. Stay tuned and we'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Simply put, Thetford's Aquachem has outsold all its competitors combined because it's the strongest holding tank deodorant available. It provides the strongest odor control around the clock in all temperatures and conditions. It quickly liquefies waste and tissue and is 100% biodegradable. Aquachem, the industry standard for 50 years. For more information, visit Thetford.com. Aquachem, another great product from Thetford.
Is it now the perfect time to turn your old pop-up tent trailer from looking like this to looking like this? Treat yourself and your family to a bug-free camping season with a new tent canvas from Canvas Replacements. To learn more or to order a new canvas, visit canvasreplacements.com or call 800-232-2079. Watch for RV Business Magazine's RV of the Year Award Show to see which companies and which RVs contend for this prestigious industry honor. The RV of the Year Show is sponsored by Jayco, at the core of everything you do. Cummins Onan, our energy working for you. Air Excel, reinventing comfort. And Thetford, going places. Also, as part of this program, Rollin On TV will be presenting a special Truck Camper of the Year Award. The RV of the Year Award Show begins airing Sunday, February 14th and will air the entire week on all our stations and networks. For more information, visit rvbusiness.com or rollinontv.com.
Welcome back to Rollin On TV. Let's continue our look at the Jayco Melbourne motorhome. It's an interesting new Class C with a lot of fun features in a small package. The dinette fits even large people comfortably, Great view out the window here at Sunset Bay Campground in Amique, Michigan. One little detail about this dinette that we think could stand to be looked at and that may be changed on the production models. It's the little ridge down here that helps to keep the cushion in place. If you want to sit on the edge of the dinette, like to put your shoes on, for example, this thing is pretty stiff and it digs into the bottom of your thighs. Not a big deal, but it's one of those things that wouldn't hurt to modify just a little bit. And like I say, it may well be that they've already changed this for the production models of this coach. As is, the dinette can fit two comfortably for meals, studying maps, or any other preferred activities. As you expect in a small coach, the kitchen is compact, but it's well equipped and it really did the job for us on our trip. Glass-topped 2-burner range, took care of our coffee and oatmeal and other food fixins, and a large single bowl sink with your handy pull-out faucet, and a wood cutting board, which also doubles as extra counter space when you need room to work. And there's all kinds of storage here in the kitchen. 2 drawers under the stove, large under sink cabinets, great microwave oven, which is a microwave convection, so we cooked our pasties in this guy, and overhead storage, of course. There's lots of storage inside of this coach. Overhead cabinets in the kitchen, opposite, overhead cabinets over the dinette, and back in the bedroom. Overhead cabinets there, as well as a side shirt closet. Then there's a rather large wardrobe and 3 drawers back here in the hallway near the bathroom. We found plenty of place to stash our goodies. There's also going to be 2 new drawers in the production models of this vehicle underneath the dinette seats that allow you to have easier access than if you simply have to pick up the cushions to get under the dinettes. That's what's going to be in the production models. There's a full-size bed in the back of the coach. There's also a very nice, almost full-size cab-over bunk. There was only 2 of us on this trip. We didn't need the bunk for sleeping, so we used it as a convenient spot to hold camera bags, light stands, all kinds of photographic gear that we didn't want to have cluttering up the rest of the coach. It's a nice padded place to put things that are a little more sensitive to vibration. Over on the side here, there's a good size flat screen TV that can swing out so you can look at it from down in the bunks, for example. And these guys we love. These are really handy fabric mesh catch-all nets for umbrellas, flashlights, tchotchkes, whatever else we happen to store there. And the middle of the bunk has the usual lift-out section that makes it a little bit easier to get in and out of the cab area for access. While the bath is compact, it works just fine. This bifold sliding door works really well. It's a great way to enclose a shower in a small space. And even a tall guy can fit in here by standing up in the skylight. The sink is plastic, fairly large, and you can actually get your hands down under here, which I can't say is true for all RV small sinks. Got a handy medicine cabinet in here. It's shallow, but it has plenty of space for your traveling necessities. Now this hall is a little bit short. I'm 6'6". A normal sized person, this won't be a problem. And immediately adjacent to the sink and close to the bedroom is a nice sized wardrobe here, along with, of course, your usual storage drawers and whatnot. And shoes and other storage underneath the bathroom sink. It's a really nice arrangement out here altogether, for a small coach especially. With the master bedroom slide-out deployed, there are walk-around aisles and storage spaces close by the bed. The bed has a small mattress section that folds up so the mattress fits in the reduced space when the bedroom slide-out is stowed for travel. Our adventure in Michigan's Upper Peninsula was greatly enhanced because we had a really cool base camp RV to come home to each evening. A compact, economical motorhome seems to make sense for many RV enthusiasts. The Melbourne fits that bill. It looks good and provides a variety of useful travel and livability features. To learn more about the Jayco Melbourne, log on to our website at rollinontv.com.
Coming up after the break, Jeff shows us the new fifth wheel hitch that is raising the bar on fifth wheel hitch design. At Icon Direct, we make more RV aftermarket products than we have time to list here, like skylights, fender skirts, towing products, and, well, you get the picture. So, the best way to see all our products and most likely find just what you're looking for is to visit our website at icondirect.com or call our friendly customer service department at 888-362-4266.
The Truma AquaGo Instant Water Heater is the first RV water heater to provide instant, constant, and endless hot water. The AquaGo is made by Truma, a world leader in propane appliances for RVs. The AquaGo easily replaces most RV water heaters and is the only hybrid water heater with a temperature stabilizer for precise water temperature control. To find an AquaGo dealer near you, visit truma.net.
The open house isn't just about new RVs, it's also about interesting products. And we're here at Pulliam Enterprises to take a look at a new hitch. National Sales Manager Scott Later is going to tell us all about it.
What we've done with this hitch is we've taken all of the best aspects of tongue pull towing or travel trailer towing, that being a ball and a coupler, and combined them with the best aspects of fifth wheel towing. We're come up with a whole new concept in fifth wheel towing. We're going to say that we're going to turn the fifth wheel hitch industry upside down.
Well, Scott, it looks a lot like a new style of fifth wheel hitch, pretty much like we'd see, except things seem a little bit inverted. So what do we have here?
We have inverted it. One of the main things that we hear from fifth wheel customers is the complaints that they get is the loose connection or the moving around of the kingpin and the jaw. Mm-hmm. So to eliminate that movement, what we've done is we've taken an adapter, as you see, and adapted it to the kingpin and put a ball on the adapter, okay, that mounts behind the kingpin.
Yeah,
again,
see the brake. This is just like the base plate on your hitch.
It's held in place by two bolts that go around the kingpin. Then we have 4 set screws that actually put downward pressure on the base of the kingpin box to eliminate any movement or pivoting or swiveling here.
Okay.
So now we've got an upside down ball that's going to go into our coupler here. The coupler is actually bell-shaped to allow for very easy positioning when you're coupling up. The other thing that this does is it virtually eliminates any of the potential high pinning that customers sometimes experience when they're coupling up. So we've taken that unpleasant experience of coupling up and made it a much easier experience for the RV consumer. And
I see that you've got a bit of a bowl shape here, and that I assume acts like a funnel to help funnel the ball into place.
Exactly, that's exactly the concept here. You can be as much as 2.5 inches off center, and the sheer weight of the kingpin as the landing gear is retracted funnels the ball back down into the coupler. Now we have 360 degrees of steel-on-steel contact, but still allowing for full maneuverability.
It still allows, you don't have the typical traditional tilt or pivot head, but because it's a ball, you obviously have lots of movement between the truck and trailer.
It's nothing more than a ball and a socket. It simply locks in place with a spring-loaded pin. That keeps it in place, and off you go.
Wow, very cool. And then the base here, it looks to me like this is a traditional mounting rail, so you can pretty much mount the base on the standard fifth wheel hitch apparatus.
This is what we refer to in the industry as industry standard, or ISR, 22 inches from front to back. Most all fifth wheel hitches from all manufacturers are built on that platform. The particular platform that we have the hitch mounted on today utilizes a Pull-Rite exclusive, what we call clean bed technology with super rails. And what that means is that not only can we remove the hitch very easily with pins and clips from the rail system, but once the hitch has been removed, without any tools at all, again, pins and clips, the entire rail system can be removed from the bed of the truck, leaving a complete clean bed for the consumer.
And I guess by the big red lettering here, 20K, this is rated to handle 20,000 pounds?
We test and rate all of our products here at Pull-Rite to SAE J2638 standards, and we have rated this hitch at 20,000 pounds.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for coming by.
It's interesting. And one of the really nice things about the product, 55 pounds. Try that with your regular fifth wheel hitch.
At Jayco, we're a lot more than just an RV manufacturer. We're all about family. And we've been making family dreams come true since 1968. To see our complete product line and find your nearest Jayco dealer, visit us online at jayco.com or just log on to rollinontv.com. Never run out of propane again. With Level Check, there's no more guesswork. Just run the gauge over the tank, and when the light turns from red to green, you'll know exactly how much propane you have left. It's that simple. Level Check, another great product from Truma. For more information, visit levelcheck.com.
I love apple pie. I mean, who doesn't? The only problem with having an apple pie is when I have it in the house, I eat it all. Yikes. So I got to thinking, how can I have healthy apple pie where I can eat as much as I want without feeling guilty and be one happy camper? Then it came to me, apple pie salad. How perfect is that? What I'm going to do is I'm going to use one big bowl to mix everything in. It just makes cleanup that much easier. We're going to start with a half a cup of Fage 0% plain yogurt. And I like Fage because it's nice and thick and a little bit tart. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Just like that. Perfect. Oh, this is fabulous Dijon too. I'm going to mix it around. Little tiny squeeze of lemon juice. And believe it or not, this makes an almost mayonnaise. It makes a fabulous pseudo mayonnaise. It's healthy and it is delicious. Now I'm going to add a little bit of honey. See how it just drips right out? I'm going to add just a couple twists of sea salt, like that, and a few shakes of cinnamon. Nice. I'm going to mix everything up together. Okay, perfect. Now we're ready for the rest of the apple pie salad. I've got a little platter prepared here. I've got about a cup of finely chopped celery heart. I've got a half a cup of raisins. Look at these giant raisins. They're huge. I've got half a cup of walnuts chopped, and I've got about 3 small-ish Braeburn apples. You can also use Fuji apples. Those are delicious, but use any apple that you really like to eat. And it's really as simple as this. Here we go. We're going to add the celery. Yeah. The raisins, the walnuts, and in go the rest of the apples. We're going to mix everything up until it gets nice and saucy, till all the apples and everything else is coated with the delicious sauce. Now we're ready to put it in the bowl. It really is that easy. Now, what apple pie would be complete without a crust? Since we don't have a crust to go in the bowl, I have a perfect solution for us. Graham crackers. So what I'm going to do is I've got some little mini graham crackers here. I'm going to put them on the side. Perfect. We're going to give it just a little sprinkle, just a slight dusting of cinnamon. Well, there you have it, our easy peasy apple pie salad. You saw how simple it was. We've got our apples, walnuts, raisins, our healthy Fage 0% yogurt. I mean, really, what's not to love? Hey, I'm Evanne. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you next time. I'm going to dig into this apple pie salad, so cheers.
We hope you enjoyed this week's show. And for more information on anything you've seen on the show, along with additional videos and stories, visit our website at rollinontv.com. And don't forget to visit our store where you'll find some of the great products featured on our show. As usual, this has been another fun production. For the latest up-to-the-minute RV news, visit our media partners at rvbusiness.com.